Imagine you are doing everything right. You've cut out the junk food. You're pushing yourself at the gym. You're drinking the water. But when you look in the mirror, your stomach hasn't budged. In fact, it might even feel tighter and more bloated than when you started. Most people will tell you that you just need more discipline. They'll tell you to run an extra mile or eat even less. But they are missing the ghost in the machine. By the end of this video, you are going to understand why your body is actually sabotaging your weight loss on purpose. You'll learn why your hard work is being ignored by your biology, and I'm going to show you the one simple safety signal that tells your body it's finally okay to let go of that stubborn fat. If you stay until the end, you'll realize that the secret to a flatter stomach isn't found in a gym. It's found in your nervous system. The title of today's investigation is Why Your Body Stores Fat When You're Stressed. To understand this, we have to stop thinking of your body as a calculator and start thinking of it as a survival machine. Your body has an ancient code that was written thousands of years ago. Back then, stress meant one of two things. Something was trying to eat you, or there wasn't enough food to survive the winter. Here is the problem. Your brain hasn't had a hardware update in 50,000 years. It cannot tell the difference between a life-threatening predator and a high-priority email from your boss. To your body, a stressful day at work feels exactly like being hunted by a tiger in a forest where there's nothing to eat. And when your body thinks a disaster is coming, it does something very specific. It stops burning fuel and starts hoarding it. Think of your body fat like an emergency pantry. If you knew a massive storm was coming and you wouldn't be able to leave your house for a month, you wouldn't throw away your food, you'd pack the shelves. You'd lock the doors. You'd save every scrap. If you have made it to this point in the video, can I invite you to subscribe to the channel? That way, you are the first to know when we have a new video and can continue to learn more about how your body actually works. Now, when you are stressed, your body flips a survival switch. It decides that now is not the time to look good in a swimsuit. Now is the time to survive a famine. It starts by releasing a hormone called cortisol. Think of cortisol as a warning signal. This signal tells your body to dump a bunch of sugar into your blood. Why? Because if you were actually fighting a tiger, you'd need that sugar for a quick burst of energy. But since you're just sitting at your desk, you don't use that energy. Your body sees all this extra sugar and panics. It doesn't want that sugar to go to waste, so it calls in another helper called insulin. Insulin's job is to grab that sugar and put it into storage. But here's the kicker. Stress-driven fat almost always goes to your belly. Your body puts it there because it's close to your vital organs. It's the most strategic place to store energy if you're in a war zone. This is why you can be thin everywhere else, but still have a stress belly that won't go away no matter how many sit-ups you do. When that warning signal is constantly buzzing in your system, it actually locks the door to your fat cells. It's like your body put a giant padlock on the pantry and threw away the key. You can go for a run, you can starve yourself, but your body refuses to open that padlock because it thinks that fat is the only thing keeping you alive. If you go on a crash diet and start doing intense, punishing workouts while you're already stressed, you are essentially screaming at your body that things are getting worse. You're telling your ancient code that food is scarce and life is a struggle. The body's response? It holds on to the fat even tighter. It slows down your energy. It makes you feel tired and hungry all the time. It is trying to save you from yourself. So, how do we tell the body the tiger is gone? You can't always quit your job or pay off your debt tomorrow. but you can change the signal your body is receiving. The most powerful way to talk to your ancient code isn't through exercise, it's through your breath. There is a specific way of breathing called the physiological sigh. You take a deep breath in through your nose, then, at the very top, you take one more tiny sip of air to fully fill your lungs. Then, you let out a very long, slow exhale through your mouth. When you do this, you are sending a physical message directly to your brain. That long exhale is the universal code for safety. No one exhales slowly like that if they are being chased by a predator. When your brain receives the safe signal, it stops sending out the warning hormones. It lets the sugar levels drop. And most importantly, it finally unlocks the padlock on your fat cells. Suddenly, your body realizes it doesn't need the emergency pantry anymore. It starts to relax. It starts to burn that stored energy. And that's when the weight finally starts to move. We've spent so long trying to bully our bodies into changing. We use shame, we use exhaustion, and we use hunger. But your body doesn't respond to force. It responds to safety. Stop treating your biology like an enemy you have to defeat. Start treating it like a partner that just needs to know the war is over. Because once your body knows it's safe, it will stop fighting to stay heavy and start working to stay healthy.